everyone. I'm Greg Otta with FedScoop TV, and today we're at the Public Sector Innovation Summit, and I'm talking with Michael Valivullah, the Chief Technology Officer for the Department of Agriculture's National Agricultural Statistical Service. Nailed that pretty well. I believe that is your correct title. How are you doing today, sir?
Very well, thank you. Thank you, Greg.
So, talk to me about your agency's top priorities this year.
This year, what we are trying to do is we are trying to focus on visualization. And as you know, Department of Agriculture, National Agricultural Statistics Service publishes reports, and we put out over 400 reports every year. We make this data available to the public, and we have something called Quick Stats that we publish. And all the data about U.S. agriculture is there at the county level and the state level.
Okay.
And we have published APIs for that, but the thing is, right now, or last year, and the way that people got access to it is just by submitting queries and asking for that information. So what we are doing right now is making that data more interactive and using like visualizations. Now you have a very pretty graphic representations of the data that you are interested in, and if you go to our site, you will see it is in the beta form. So, and we are testing it. I think we are very pleased with what we have, and we are going to make that available for folks to use, because that's the way the trend is, and data visualization is big. We want to make it easy for the public to access our data and also graphically view the data that is more meaningful and more easy to understand. That's what we are trying to do.
So, what other technological innovations in your field are having a big impact within your agency?
We are collectors of data.
Right.
And if you're very familiar with precision agriculture, you know there are lots of drones and there are lots of sensors collecting the data. There is going to be an avalanche of that sensor data coming into our possession sooner or later, and that is going to be a big challenge for us. If you look at precision agriculture, wherever precision agriculture is being used, there is an operational cost savings of anywhere from 30, maybe 15 to 60%. So for those who are not familiar with precision agriculture, is like you are treating one part of the farm instead of treating the whole farm. To give you an example, if there is, say, infestation in one part of the field, you don't want to spray the whole field, because all you want to do is concentrate only on that particular location,
right.
Spray that particular location. And that saves money for the farmer, and also it reduces pollution, and it localizes the treatment so that the farmer could focus on very localized areas and get that particular treatment. Or say, for example, if there is a water depletion in a particular part of the farm, an average farmer in this country owns about 426 acres, and big farmers own thousands of acres. So they don't want to be spraying the whole field. That is too expensive, or watering the whole field just because one part of the field is not growing very well. So you can use drones or localized treatments to reduce operational cost. It will add to the bottom line of the farmer. It is very important because by 2050, the world is going to have 9.7 billion people. We have to increase productivity, the supply of food, about 70%. And in this country, about 2 acres of farm disappears every minute. And there is global warming that is decreasing the yield of farm products quite a bit. So all these pressures are on the U.S. agriculture or world agriculture. So we got to be conserving the resources that we have, and also increase productivity and increase the yield that is on production, which is very, very important.
So other than the work that you guys are doing around open data, where else do you see that's ripe for innovation inside federal agencies? Is it procurement? Is it workforce? I mean, innovation isn't just, innovation doesn't just mean technology. So where else do you see innovation inside the agencies?
Innovation can, as you said, can happen in every aspect of an agency operation. So it could be human resources, for example. And if you look at the technology, as I mentioned, for managing the big data and the analytics that we have, as I mentioned before, in precision agriculture, the sensors are collecting lots of information. And the resolution of that image that we collect from satellites is 100 square feet now. Then it is going to go down to 1 to 3 square inches, increasing the amount of data about 150,000 times. So we are getting lots of data, or we are going to get lots of data, and how are we going to process the data? So do we have the right skill set or the training for our people to be handling big data? And we have to create analytical tools like algorithms to glean information from the data, and also develop models, analytical models, to do predictive analytics so that we can estimate what the yield is going to be. Because during the growing season, we publish the estimates of the crop. For example, corn or soybean, we start covering the crop condition from like February 15th till November.
Okay.
In around August, when before the harvest, we estimate this is based on the conditions of the crop. This is the type of productivity or yield that we can estimate. So that gets published. And you probably heard about futures trading, like corn, soybean, orange futures. So we publish the data so we can better predict that information. Right now, our predictions are based on the information we gathered from the farmers, and quite often we have the issue of non-response. We are trying to get more response. If we were able to access the data without asking the farmer, but of course with their permission, we will be able to have better data, faster, quicker, and it is a more reliable data. And having models developed, as I said, when the employees or the statisticians know how to model these different algorithms to collect the data and process the data, we will be able to have a better prediction. And that is what we are hoping for in the future.
Well, very, very interesting stuff as always. Thanks for dropping by.
It's my pleasure. Thank you, Greg.
For all of our videos, check out our YouTube channel, and for more information, check out fedscoop.com. I'm Greg Otto. Thanks for watching.